Okay, y'all, welcome to Tuesday night Team Freedom Zoom call. I'm so happy to be with y'all for just a few minutes tonight. This won't be a super long call, but I want to share some things on my heart. If you're keeping up with me this week, I have been running around New York City with my daughter like a mad crazy woman. And New York is a place that you really, if you're there, you have to be present in the moment or you'll get run over by a taxi cab, like I almost did. I came about 3 inches from being completely run over because I wasn't paying attention as I was on my phone. So you really have to be in the present there. So I was kind of unplugged and wasn't on the team page a lot, except in the morning and at night. I feel like I have something in my teeth. Isn't that crazy? I get on here and everything just falls apart. But anyway, super to be back, blessed, thankful. I said a prayer when our plane landed in Atlanta. Thank you, Jesus, for just keeping me safe this week and letting me and my little girl have a good time and just get back in the nothing against New Yorkers. In fact, I met some of the sweetest people ever, but I was happy when I crossed over and saw that Sweet Home Alabama sign back on my territory, in my turf. But I was going to let y'all know over the next few days, you're going to be seeing a lot of shout outs and celebrations. It's already started on Team Freedom. I love seeing that. I love the culture we have of just celebrating each other and our successes. So I wanted to spend a few minutes talking to you guys about some things that I'm doing in my own personal business. I'm looking at I have this big, huge mirror that I'm looking at. It's on the wall across from me, and I use it as a whiteboard. So I write all over it. And so a few months ago, back in probably March, I really decided that I needed to take the bull by the horns, so to speak, in my own personal business. Because so many times, business-wise, we can get caught up in everything that's going around us and sometimes just caught up in life. I mean, we're a group of women that are on this call tonight that wear so many stinking hats. We do. That sometimes it's just, have you ever felt like you don't know which way to turn because you've got so much to do, so much in front of you? Well, I'm here to tell you that there is a way that you can refocus, reset, and relaunch your business. And this call, what I'm going to talk about for a minute, might not be what you think it's going to be, because I'm going to talk about some things that happen, for lack of a better word, and like I've told you guys before, there's only one way I can do this. It's just the way I operate. But there's some things that happen that are universal, and they're spiritual things, and they're universal things. There's things that we can do in our own life to help us reset, refresh, restart, relaunch. And the first thing, and if you've got a pen and paper and you want to write some stuff down, is and I've tried to do, like I said, a better job at this since spring. And it's really breathed new life back into my own personal business. Because I know a lot of you, I'm looking at a lot of ladies that treat Plexus as a business, not a hobby. If you want to just get your products paid for, it's a beautiful thing. And I've helped one of my best friends, and I see some of her downline on here tonight, it's one of my best friends for 15 years that I go to church with. She's off, I want to say 5, 7 medications. She's in love with the products, and she's getting her products paid for. And that is super cool to me and to her, that she doesn't have to work the business 24 hours a day, even 1 hour a day. She can work at a very, very short amount of time and get her products paid for. So that's super important. I don't know how I even got off on that, because I'm talking about being grateful. So back in the spring, I thought I'm going to just find out where every person, my level ones that I've personally signed, where they are in their business and what they want, not what I want. And I'm going to be grateful. And I'm going to start the day out being very, very grateful. I'm going to read something to you if you're taking notes. So first thing, I was getting very frustrated because I was feeling very overwhelmed. And I thought, I've got to start non-business. I've got to start in the spiritual realm, or a realm that's outside of business. And so I thought to myself, I'm going to learn to take a deep breath And first thing in the morning, I'm not going to grab my phone, and I'm not going to check my messages, and I'm not going to get on plexusworldwide.com, and I'm not going to answer Facebook messages, and I'm going to take some time and some moments, and it might be 5 minutes some days, and some days it might be an hour. But I'm going to be in the present with my family, with my Bible, with my God. If it's standing on the back porch with a cup of coffee, and I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to be grateful. And just doing that has breathed new life into me, because I can get, we all have our own struggles, no matter if we're silver or diamond or anywhere in between, because guess what? That silver or diamond is just a human being. It's just a person. It's just a person. So I'm going to learn to be grateful and to be in the moment and take a deep breath. And I'm going to start thinking of things that I'm grateful for, because there's something about an ungrateful spirit and that will absolutely crush not only your soul and your spirit, but it'll crush your business. And I'm talking about things like, be grateful not only for your life and the things that you have, but business-wise, be super grateful for your team and your customers. Don't say things, and I've said these things before. Don't say that. I've learned. Don't say things like, my team isn't working hard. My team doesn't want it. I'm working harder than they are. That just anything, those seeds that you plant, those things will come true. So say things like, I'm so grateful for my team. My team they're blessing me. They're a blessing. It's my job as a leader to find out what my team wants, what my level ones want. Some of them just want better help. That's my job. My job is not to push them for other goals or other dreams besides what they want. What did they want? But don't misunderstand me. If my level one tells me that they want the business and we have that conversation, yes, I'm going to try to push them out of their comfort zone and challenge them and encourage them. So that's two different things. You don't want to push your goals and dreams on somebody else. So I've started stepping out on the porch, even before I start my morning routine, taking a deep breath, being grateful for what I have, and you absolutely feel a difference. You feel an energy, a positivity. It breathes life into what you do. If you have to buy a journal to write down things you're grateful for, then do that. But it all starts from a grateful heart. If you don't follow Lori Harrison, she has some beautiful videos. Lori Harrison is a Diamond Ambassador from Oklahoma, about having a grateful heart and what planting the seeds of gratefulness can do, because it's going to come back to you what you plant. So the first thing is be grateful. Everything I just talked about was just about being grateful. Number two is let's examine before you reset, set, and relaunch. And I hope I'm talking to some people. It's okay if you are in a summer slump. It's okay if your points are not where they were last month. It's okay if you didn't re-rank or rank this month. It's okay if you slid backwards this month or this summer. It's okay, because summer slumps, it doesn't happen in just multi-level marketing. It happens in retail. Let my sister friend tell you. It happens because I live with a pastor. It happens with churches. Rhonda Mathis is like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You show up on Sunday morning and 75% of the people are gone. You're like, well, where are they? Well, they're on vacation. They're with their family. They're taking a break. And that's what people do with Plexus. Just think about it. If that $100 for their products is going to keep them from maybe a mini vacation with their family, they're going to take the mini vacation. And it's all right. The summer, people are just caught up in summer. Travel, vacation, kids. I mean, it changes things, but guess what? It's okay. So I really want to be committed the month of August to just reel everything back in and say, it's okay. Let's start fresh. Let's relaunch, reset our businesses starting tomorrow, August 1st. I don't know about you, but my kid goes back to school August 9th. And I'm pretty excited about having some structure and a schedule again. So maybe some of you, your kids maybe you don't have kids, but I know some of you have grandkids. I know Rosemary at times and points would have a ton of grandkids just all over, climbing all over her head and at her house. So maybe it's not kids, maybe it's grandkids, or maybe it's just the summer schedule has been crazy. Let's pretend like what in the morning when you get up, that you're a brand spanking new ambassador August 1st. And you're super excited. You're super excited to not only share, but you're super excited to watch videos and really pour into yourself. And let's see, I bet you can grow your business by leaps and bounds in August just by getting a breath of fresh air and relaunching everything. Just feel the excitement. I mean, fall is not that far away. Just thinking about that gets me really excited. Examine your why. You know, let's re-examine. You're going to see me make a post tomorrow, August 1st. You're going to see lots of congratulatory and shout outs today and tomorrow. But going into August 2nd and 3rd, let's re-examine our why. You know, are we still really in love with Plexus? Are we in love with the products, the compensation plan? Do we believe in it? Let's just re-examine it and take a moment, take a day to think about our why. Why do we want to do this? Why do we want to do this? Are we still excited about sharing and helping people with better health? I'm 4 years in. I signed a new ambassador about an hour ago. It's somebody I've been talking to for 3 years. It's a family member that has some struggles with health. And, you know, that invigorates me after 4 years to know that she's messaging me saying, I've got some issues with anxiety and stress, and can these products help me? And I believe they can. And so I helped her order. I told her, as soon as I'm going to send you a video to watch tomorrow, when your products come in 3 days, let's do a phone call. You know, that's exciting. That's what reinvigorates your businesses, is to sign somebody new. Absolutely. To sign somebody new. It's why we do what we do. If we don't believe these products are life-changing, then we just need to forget what we're doing. It's not important. Quit. If you don't believe they're really making a difference, then we should just all throw in the towel. I have a big enough testimony. My husband does. I've read enough testimonies. I've read your testimonies, and I believe in it. And so I really challenge you in the first week of August to sign that one person that really invigorates you. Don't y'all get excited about helping somebody on their new path to health and wellness? It is so stinking exciting for me. Even after 4 years. After 4 years, I still love it. I wrote her name down on my whiteboard. I've got everybody's name, and I'm going to talk about in more specifics of what I've done since the spring. But we have to believe that what we have, everybody needs. We have to believe it. If we don't believe it, then why are we doing this? And fall in love with Plexus. Now the tangible. Like in the spring, I started really focusing on being grateful, and I started really focusing on my own personal business. Now I have a pretty big team. I love my team. I want to have a great team page. I want to have a great Zoom call. I want to help my team as much as I possibly can with challenges and 7-day, just anything I can. But I'm telling you, don't get in the trap of only micromanaging your team and not working your own personal business. It will exhaust you. You'll run out of steam, and you'll lose your passion. Because if you're not actively helping new people, that's just what happens. That's what happens. You fall into a rut and you lose your passion. So I'm looking at May. I signed, my goal is 3. And in the spring, I made that a really big goal. There's no reason why, even after 4 years, that I can't sign 3 every month. 3 is the key. 3 is the magic number. 3 is where it's at. Is it easy to sign 3 people every month after 4 years? Not necessarily. You know, in the beginning, when your market's warm, it's a lot easier. You can just make posts on Facebook, but it's important that you still make those posts because there's people still watching you. So I'm looking at my board, 3 in May, 3 in June, and I just got my 3rd one for July. absolutely believe it's came from being grateful, taking a breath, and working my own personal business first. That's really, really hard for me. I would rather get up and get on Team Freedom and make posts, plan some 7-day challenges, comment on everybody's stuff on Facebook, wish everybody happy birthday. I would rather do that. But I have realized after 4 years that my own personal business must come first. Great analogy. On the plane, who's been on a plane before? Let's see. So almost everybody. What did they say? In case of emergency, the air oxygen drops down. And what do they say? Put your own on first before helping the person beside of you put theirs on. Now, as a mom, I was thinking about this yesterday. It would be super difficult for me to put on my mask before I put on Sophie's. But we have to understand, if we are not helping ourselves first, we cannot help the person next to us. We have to work our business first. When I watched that little thing on Delta, it was in the seat back, and I thought, man, that would be hard for me to do in case of emergency, to put my own mask on first. It'd be very hard. Can y'all relate as a mom or as a grandma? It'd be very, very hard. But do you understand it's vital that you do? Because if you're struggling and you put hers on first, then you might not get to yours, and that leaves her alone. And would you want to do that to anybody? Would you want to leave your child alone? No. And I kind of thought about my team in that moment immediately. Because as much as I love you guys and my heart is with you guys, I got to work my own personal business. Or one, I do a disservice because I'm being a horrible example. And two, that's what brings life into what we do. If we're not bringing new people on board. And some of y'all are in the beginning stages of y'all's business and y'all are killing it. So this is one of those aha moments that I learned the hard way. So don't do what I did. There were months, y'all, from January, February, March, I didn't sign anybody. And I felt horrible. I didn't sign a customer or an ambassador. And I thought, how can I be talking about this with my team about how important it is to sign people if I'm not doing it myself? And so my upline put out a challenge to me. She issued a challenge to me, and it started in May. And I knew about it several months ahead of time, for me to sign 15 new ambassadors by October. So I thought, well, I'm going to go a step above. I'm going to do 3, either 3 ambassadors, 3 customers, May, June, and July. So I'm super excited to say that I signed my 3rd one for the month just a few minutes ago. And in May, I hit 3, June, I hit 3, July, I hit 3. 3 is the key. We need to all take that as culture. 3 is the key. So how do you do 3? Well, I'm here to tell you, there's no other way to clean a toilet but to put the Clorox in and to squish it around with the toilet bowl. I wish there was another way, because cleaning toilets is not my favorite thing. But having a nasty toilet is the thing I probably hate the most. Can anybody relate? A nasty toilet will make me gag. I cannot stand it. It's the first thing. Do y'all open a bathroom door? I've had a lot of public restrooms this week, y'all. So all of my analogies are going to be from this past week. But do y'all ever go in a big bathroom and open the door and it's a nasty toilet? What's the first thing you do? Go right back out and check the other one. Mama's not going in a nasty toilet. So IPA is the nasty toilet. It is not really fun, but it's got to be done. Hey, that could be on a shirt. It's not really fun, but it's got to be done. So somehow you've got to just dig deep inside. And first of all, you got to say, what am I wanting to do here? Am I wanting to get my products paid for? If you are, 3 a day. There's no reason why you can't reach out to 3 a day. There's so many good IPA sheets out there. There's 50 50 of them. Or maybe you're like me and you just plain old notebook. I don't have to have an IPA journal. I can use notebook. But if you're business building and you're building a business and you want that residual income, it's a lot more than 3 a day, y'all. A lot more than 3 a day. I would say a good round number is 10. If you're saying Datha, 10 a day, can't do it. Can't do 10 a day. Well, then I'll say take 1 day and do 50. Yeah, it may take an hour or 2 hours, but just get it done. Clean that toilet while you got steam. If you don't think you can do, and y'all, 50 a day is going to put, not 50 a day like long term, but doing 50 a week is going to put your business in momentum. And notice I said 50 a week. Saturdays and Sundays might be for rest. So just get that 50 in any way you can. I wish there was some way we could get around doing IPA, but when I look, there's just no way around it. When you're doing IPA, you're signing people. When you're not, you're not. So just find out what works for you. And challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. You can do that. There was a time, Tammy's on here, and I can't remember when it was. But I linked arms with some of my power partners, some of my level ones. I put them in a group chat, and I know some of y'all have done this before too. And I said, let's do something crazy out of the box. Let's see if we can message 200 people this week. You want to do it? We got in a chat group, and we did it. We did like 50 a day, and we kind of shout out to each other when we were done. Just challenge yourself to do something like that. It won't kill you. And if you're copying and pasting and doing cold messages, it will not kill you. It won't take a lot of time. What I do when I'm doing that is I don't respond back. So I start doing those messages, and I don't respond back until I'm finished. So challenge yourself, step out of your comfort zone, and it will reset, relaunch your business in August. And sometimes you just have to lock yourself in a room and just do the work till you're finished. Or either put your babies to bed and do the work until it's finished. Or get up 30 minutes early before your family gets up and do it till it's finished. Sometimes we have to do the hard things. But I'm telling you right now, it is so worth it. And now is the time. Now is the time. I'm going to talk about 2 more things. And one thing is this, personal development. You got to do it. I think our team does it very well. But go ahead and decide what book you are reading for August and message your sponsor and tell her or him what it is. Okay? That's super important. Whatever book you're going to do on your own for the next few months, pick it out, message your sponsor, and say, this is what I'm doing for personal development. And lastly, whatever your points are right now, it's the last day of the month. Maybe they're not where you want them to be. But let's just pretend. We're going to start tomorrow fresh. We're going to start with a new attitude. It's August 1st. Man, it's so close to my favorite time of the year. Anybody else, fall, their favorite time of the year? I adore fall. I adore fall. And let's do this. Whatever points you have right now, let's pretend in the morning that you're a brand new ambassador, but you have those points. Wow. So let's say you're at 80. How incredible would that be to wake up the first day of your business and already have a foundation of 80 points? How exciting is that? But just whatever number that is, let's just start fresh in the morning and know you can do it. July is in the book. Some of y'all had fantastic Julys and hit it out of the park. Kudos to you. There's some of y'all that are working hard for Leaders Retreat. We have, what, 1 more month? It ends August 30th, correct? Am I right about that? No, Rhonda's working, so she's like, yes. Yes. I believe in the next few days, we're going to hear an announcement about Leaders Retreat because not a whole lot of people have won it yet. There's 1,200 spots. I want a lot of these spots to go to you guys. So don't give up on it. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to lower qualification. It's 900 for Leaders Retreat, or I don't know if they're going to do some kind of doubling of points in the next week, but something is for sure coming. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about the opportunity for you guys to get to have the best training in the most fun and exciting atmosphere, because it will definitely catapult your business. And don't give up. If you're not where you want to be or even close, you need to be. I'm going to be having some videos on Team Freedom on make sure if you're trying to win Leaders Retreat that you're on our new business page, Freedom Achievers Business Builders, which the acronym is FAB, because most of our business building will be on that page. Now, I will from time to time put a little bit on Team Freedom because I want to like sprinkle it in case there's any wholesale ambassadors on Team Freedom that may get the bug about working the business. So you're going to hear me talk about things like getting your products paid for and maybe silver. I just don't want to inundate Team Freedom with business building information. I would rather it be information about falling in love with products, because if you have a team that falls in love with the products, your team is going to organically grow. And I think, and that's where Team Freedom as a page is headed, in the direction of helping people fall into the products by educating them. If you ever see me put out a post that requires a comment, make sure as a leader, y'all are jumping in and commenting, because what I'm trying to do is to get this in everybody's news feed. So I'll say things like, have you had your pink drink? And y'all, a bunch of people show up saying they've drank it that I don't even know. So that means they're wholesale ambassadors. Your teams are made up of a lot of wholesale ambassadors, so it's important that they really love the products and we give them great customer service as well. So I hope I've said something that is motivating to you. I'm super excited about August 1st and relaunching and resetting our businesses, getting back to business. So don't forget about our challenge that's coming up that Chelsea and a few ambassadors are running, the Back to School, Back to You challenge. Continue to advertise that on your page. And I'm excited about even my own self, because this summer I have packed on a few pounds, and I'm excited about getting back to me and getting those pounds off and getting in better health all the way around. So any questions before we go tonight? Thank y'all for spending a few minutes with me. And yes, Kathy Pearson, I'm unmuting you. What you got?
No, I didn't have anything. I was waving goodbye.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for a question. So I'll be doing more lives on Team Freedom too, just to engage our wholesale ambassadors. They seem to like that. So I'm excited about the direction. Y'all have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys soon.